Hey everyone! Welcome back to Maddie's Creative Corner. It's so good to have you here. Today I'm going to be showing you how to recreate these plastic wrap nails. Let's get started! So first off, we're going to be starting with bare nails. And we're going to be picking out the right tips for each nail. After we do that, we're going to be grabbing our e-files and we're going to be removing the cuticle skin from around the nails. I usually don't cut my cuticles, but I really like to remove the skin because it helps me make the product adhere better. After that, we're going to be going in with a buffer to prep the natural nail. Because I don't want the nails to last, I'm going in with a non-wipe top coat. And then using my favorite nail glue, I'm going to be gluing on the tips onto my nails. After that, I'm going to be taking a sanding bit and I'm going to be removing the shine from all of the fake nails. And this will help the gel adhere better onto the nail later on. After that, I'm going to be taking an old pair of cuticle nippers and I'm going to be cutting the desired shape. Then it's time to add a layer of base coat to all of the nails to help the gel adhere better. After that, we're going to be starting with the first nail and we're going to be picking up a good bead of clear gel and placing it onto any area that we're going to be mixing the colors on. And onto that, I'm going to be adding this color called Cookie. It's a really nice light brown. And I'm going to be mixing it in with the gel. Then I'm going to be picking it up with my brush and applying it onto the nail. Then I'm going to start moving the gel around to create a nice layer of the gel onto the nail and make sure that all of the surface is covered. And after that, I'm going to be adding my piece of plastic wrap onto the nail. And then using my cuticle scraper tool, I'm going to move it around and create these peaks all over the nail. After curing, I'm going to be removing the plastic wrap. And here it is. For the color that will go on top of it, I picked up another bead of clear gel. And I mixed it with this light pink color. Then I picked it up with my brush. And once again, it will go on top of the design that we have just created. Now you want the topper color to be pretty opaque, so that the peaks underneath can show through. This first nail didn't really go that well, but it's okay. After that, I'm gonna turn the finger around to help the gel level by itself. And after curing it, it looks something like this. You can see there's not really a lot of structure to the nail, so I decided to go in with a layer of clear gel on the top to kind of encapsulate it and make sure that when I file away, the design won't really go away. Now we're moving on to the next nail. For this nail, I chose a darker brown Once again, I'm using the same technique, mixing it around with the gel and then applying it onto the ring finger. And then moving the gel around to create an even layer. After that, I'm adding the plastic wrap. And after putting it in place, I start to push it around and create the same ridges with my cuticle pusher stick. After curing, I remove the plastic wrap. And I decided to, instead of creating the same or different colors as a topper, I decided to start using this one, which is an already covered pink colored gel, because the video would be way too long. And I think you guys get the idea behind making the new colors now. So again, I turn over the nail to let the gel rise by itself. After curing, I add another layer of clear gel on top. You can see that the nails look chunky, but it's okay, we're gonna file them away later. For the next nail, I'm taking another bead of clear gel, adding this kind of dark gray brown color, mixing it together with the clear gel. And then adding it onto the nail. After making sure I have an even layer, I am adding the plastic wrap and making the ridges that I want. After curing it, we remove the plastic wrap. And for this nail, I decided to go with a chrome powder. This is a really pretty one by Born Pretty, and it's this really like very kind of holographic color. And I'm applying it all over the nail with a nail art brush. It should look something like this. And on top of it, I'm adding the same cover pink color gel. As you can see, I'm not adding a very thick layer, I'm just adding enough to kind of cover the craters. And then I'm going in with a layer of clear gel to encapsulate the whole design. For the next nail, I'm going in with a slightly lighter color, mixing it around with the gel, applying it onto the nail, and once again creating an even layer of color all over the nail. Then I'm placing the piece of plastic wrap on the nail and moving it around with my cuticle stick. Then after curing, we remove the plastic wrap. And for this nail, I decided to go with another color of the Born Pretty chrome powders. This one is more of a blue purple kind of color, and I really like it. I think it looks really cute, but sadly this one didn't turn out as well because the color was very light. So once again, going in with the cover pink, I am going to be adding this on top of the design we just made. And last but not least, I'm adding a layer of clear gel on top of the nail and encapsulating the design. For the last nail, I'm going to be taking the same dark brown color that I used for the ring finger, applying the gel onto the nail, and then creating another even layer. And then I'm going to be adding my plastic wrap. And for this nail, you will see that it turned out, I believe, the best out of all of them. And it is because I used a much thinner layer of the gel. Yeah, I think that is the trick to it. You just have to use a thinner layer on with a darker color on the bottom, and then a slightly thicker layer of gel on top. And last but not least, I'm adding another layer of clear gel onto this nail as well to encapsulate the design. After all of the nails have cured, I'm gonna start filing them with my e-file. And because gel is a bit of a harder product than polygel, I thought that it would be best to file them with the e-file. As you can see, I'm going around the cuticle, on the sides, and I also created the coffin shape that I wanted for this look with the e-file. After that, I'm going in with my buffer block and removing all of the lines that I created with the filing and smoothing out the surface of the nail. Last but not least, we're adding a layer of non-wipe top coat to all of the nails. And as you can see, this turned out really nice. I really like this design. This is the only one that didn't look as great as the others because the crown powder was too light. This one was definitely my favorite one. I really love this color of the crown powder. And the first two were a bit of a fail because I filed them a little bit too much. But it's okay, it's a lesson to be learned for next time. And when we remake this video at some point, I'm sure it will turn out a lot better. But of course, you know me by now, I would never do a design without bling, so I decided to add these beautiful chrome pearls that you will see in a second. But first we're gonna go in with my favorite nail glue by Vanalisa, and on top of it a layer of non-wipe top coat without curing. We're gonna be adding all the gems that we want onto the nail. And in between that, I'm gonna be adding these holographic little diamonds. I really like these. I'm going to be adding a similar rhinestone placement onto the middle finger. And I'm going to be repeating a similar pattern for the thumb as well. Of course, you can leave these nails as they are, you don't have to add the bling, but you know, I really like it and I think it goes well with the look, so yeah. Those little crystals are so cute. They are holographic and they shine when the sun hits them and they look so cute. So then we're gonna be applying a little bit of cuticle oil. And here they are, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm sorry it was longer than usual, but I still hope you learned something from it. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like, leave a comment telling me what you thought and if you want to try this for yourself, and subscribe for another video every Tuesday. See you guys next week. Bye!